everyone, my name is Taylor and I will be guiding you through your yoga sequence today. I don't know about all of you, but when I'm working at home or just in general, I can sometimes find myself doing more hunching than I would prefer. So today I thought it would be nice to just work on opening that chest just a little bit more. So we will start at the top of our mat. And just to get started, maybe you want to get your feet about hip width distance, or if you prefer the feet together, that's fine. I'm going to go about hip width distance. And maybe you want to just rock forward and back a little bit to really allow yourself to get completely balanced through the feet. And then moving our way up through the body, try to work on externally rotating the thighs while feeling them pressing towards each other. You can even have a block in between your legs. So even without the block, it should kind of almost feel as if there is a block between your legs, like you're holding on to something between your legs. And then your core is engaged, so feeling that belly button going towards the spine, engaging the core, opening up the chest, relaxing the shoulders, finding length through the neck, so maybe just a slight tuck of the chin. And when you're ready, finding a focal point or closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, and allowing yourself to get completely present in your body. So maybe just noticing how it feels today, maybe recognizing the breath without changing anything about the breath. And then when you're ready, we'll begin to inhale to fill up through the nose, filling up the bottom of the belly, through the front and back ribs, into the chest, and then exhaling from the chest back down to the bottom of the belly, finding a pattern of breath that you can use through this whole practice today. So again, inhaling to fill up and exhaling to let go. Inhaling. Exhale to release any stress that you're holding on to, any tension from the day, the week, letting it go on the exhales. Maybe you're already feeling yourself becoming a bit more relaxed and at ease, so we'll keep that going and start with a little bit of movement. So on our inhale, we'll bring our arms towards the sky and exhale to fold forward. Maybe you want to have a nice bend in the knees. Inhaling to half lift, so maybe bringing the fingers to the shins, lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head, core still engaged, and exhale to release. Inhale, arms to the sky, really reaching up, maybe even opening up the chest just a little bit, and exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale to half lift, lengthening, and exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. This time maybe cactusing the arms as you open up the chest, still engaging that core, so you can always bring the hands to the low back as well. Inhaling, arms back to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to maybe open the heart if you're enjoying that. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, right and left leg, come back into plank. A nice couple rounds of breath here, remembering you can always lower your knees down to the mat. So feeling that core pressing out through the heels, shoulders and wrists align, head is an extension of the spine, so maybe gazing a few inches past your fingertips. Inhaling here. Exhale to slowly lower down to the ground, keeping it nice and slow, using your full breath. Untucking the toes, inhaling to lift up into your cobra. So maybe you want to hover your hands off of the mat, focusing on your breath, your strength and your flexibility, really feeling your pelvis on the mat, feeling your feet on the mat here. Breathing. One more deep inhale. Exhale to release the hands, tucking toes under, lifting up and back into down dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhale to fill up. Exhale to let go. Gazing forward, bending the knees, hop or walk to the front of the mat. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, maybe opening up that chest on your exhale. Inhale to lengthen back to the sky. Exhaling to fold right back down. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, right and left leg back into plank. Lowering the knees onto the mat this time. You can untuck your toes. And then we have that core engaged. We're going to inhale here. Exhale to bend at the elbows, maybe lowering halfway. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale to lift back up. Keeping that head an extension of the spine here. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keeping that alignment. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time lowering all the way. Inhale to have a goalpost as you open up. So you're cactusing the arms, lifting up here. Breathing, really opening up the chest with these cactus arms. Remembering, pressing your feet into the ground, pressing the pelvis into the ground. One more deep inhale. Exhale to slowly bring the hands back onto the mat, tucking toes under, lifting up and back gracefully into down dog. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Gazing forward, bending the knees, hop or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. This time, inhaling to half lift, and as you do so, interlacing the hands behind the back here, much of a bend as you need in your knees. Exhale to once again fold forward, maybe bringing those interlaced hands towards the sky. Breathing here, if you want to kind of make some movements with these interlaced hands, kind of massaging that upper back, shoulder area. Maybe that will feel really nice. But remembering keeping the chest open, keeping the shoulders away from the ears as you bring these interlaced hands towards the sky. Couple more breaths like this. Really reaching those interlaced hands towards the sky. Inhale to half lift, releasing those interlaced hands. You can bring your arms to each side of the body. And exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to fold right back down. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to your down dog. A nice deep inhale here. And a nice long exhale. Inhale the right leg towards the sky, keeping the hips squared. So that might mean that the right leg doesn't go as high up. Exhale, knee towards nose, shifting your weight forward, coming into your low lunge, and inhaling up to your crescent lunge. So getting comfortable here. Maybe that left hip needs to come forward a bit, right hip back, a nice bend in that front knee. Gazing forward, arms towards the sky. Breathing here. A nice deep inhale. Exhale to cactus the arms, open up the chest, keeping that core engaged. Inhale, arms back towards the sky. Exhale into your warrior two. Breathing here, maybe gazing over the right fingers. A nice bend in that front knee, noticing if the knee is wobbled inward. Engage that right leg, getting the knee over the ankle. Breathing here, settling in. Slowly lengthening through that right leg, hands towards the hips, Front legs facing towards the long edge of the mat, so both feet facing towards the long edge of the mat. Inhaling for your length. Exhale to hinge at the hips as you fold forward. So keeping that long spine as you're and then we'll halfway. So when you're halfway, when you're parallel to the ground, let's again interlace the hands behind the back, maybe finding that awkward grasp so we're not always having. And then with those interlaced hands begin to fold to wherever you feel comfortable. Shaking the head, yes and no, letting go of any tension that you're holding on to. And again, if you want to make any movements with the interlaced hands to massage that upper back, feel free. We'll slowly release the interlaced hands back down, inhaling to half lift in your forward folds, and then we'll exhale there. Inhale to lift up completely, bringing the right foot so it's facing towards the short edge of the mat again, and then exhale to rebend that front knee, lifting the arms up into your warrior two. A nice deep inhale here, and a slow exhale. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Right leg meets the left in plank, staying here for a moment. Breathing here. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to slowly lower, maybe lowering the knees first. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. Opening up the chest, maybe staying here for an extended period of time. Maybe you want to gaze behind one shoulder and then the other. And then when you're ready, exhaling to your down dog. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Inhaling left leg towards the sky. Exhale, knee towards nose, shifting the weight forward, coming into your low lunge. Inhaling arms to the sky, crescent. Again, maybe checking in on the hips, making sure everything feels good. Nice bend in that front knee, core engaged, shoulders relaxed. The whole deal. Inhaling in your crescent lunge, and then exhaling to open up the chest, cactusing the arms. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale to your warrior two. And again, checking in on the feet, making sure everything feels good, core engaged, shoulders relaxed. Gazing over those left fingertips. Settling in. And then again, bringing the hands to the hips, lengthening through that left leg, bringing your toes so they're facing the long edge of the mat. Interlacing the hands behind the back. Inhaling to maybe open up the chest this time, gazing towards the sky, and then exhale to slowly fold forward. Maybe bending into one knee and then bending into the other knee. If you've had enough of the interlaced hands, you can always bring your hands down to the ground, reaching to one foot and then the other, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Just creating space between the shoulders and ears with whatever variation you choose. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly lift up halfway. Exhaling here, releasing any interlaced hands that you have. Inhale to lift back up. Slowly bringing that left foot to the short edge of the mat. Exhale to rebend that left knee. Inhaling, hands parallel to the ground. Staying here for your exhale. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to cartwheel. Left foot meets the right, staying here in our plank. Nice deep round of breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale to slowly lower, hovering off of the ground, staying here for an inhale, staying here for one more exhale, hovering. Inhale to your heart opener, whatever opener you choose. Maybe bringing your gaze up towards the sky. And exhale to your down dog. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale. Slow exhale, maybe out through the mouth, releasing heat. Inhaling right leg to the sky. Exhale forward to your crescent lunge. So inhaling the arms to the sky. Breathing here. One more deep inhale in your crescent. Exhale to open up, warrior two. Flipping front palm to the sky, reversing your warrior. So still a nice bend in that front knee as we reach that right arm up and back. So feeling that nice side stretch through the body. Again, nice bend in that front knee. Inhaling to lift back up, warrior two. Exhale to reach forward, extended side angle, forearms. Maybe you're reaching down towards the ground. Maybe you're ready for a half bind, bringing the left hand behind the back. So whichever variation that you choose. If you are in a half bind, I encourage you to open that left shoulder up a bit more. So really rolling the shoulder up towards the sky. Opening up the chest wherever we can. Slowly lifting back up to our warrior two. We're going to pivot on this back foot, making our way back to our crescent lunge. Inhaling the arms to the sky, making any adjustments that you need to. Exhale to interlace the hands behind the back. We're going to glide that back foot forward. And option to do warrior three with interlaced hands. So it's just as we would, tilt forward, make sure that we're aligned from the crown of the head to the foot, making sure that the hips are nice and even. But these interlaced hands allow us to keep that chest open, making sure that we're not hunching over as we try to get parallel to the ground. Breathing as you go. Core engaged. And then we'll slowly become into a one-legged mountain, so arms towards the sky, lifting that left leg. Inhaling here. Exhale to fold forward, bringing that left foot with us. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to your down dog. If you're craving a vinyasa, you're always welcome to go through a vinyasa. Just make sure that you use your full round of breath. Make every posture in your vinyasa a posture within itself. So don't rush through it. A nice deep inhale once again in our down dog. And exhale to let go. Inhaling left leg to the sky. Exhale forward to your low lunge. Inhaling to your crescent. Nice deep round of breath here. One more inhale. Exhale to your warrior two. Getting settled in. Flipping the front palm to the sky and reversing your warrior. So reaching that left arm up and back. Nice bend in the front knee. Inhaling here and exhaling. Inhale back to your warrior two. Exhale to reach forward, extended side angle. Remembering all of the options here, so you can maybe bring your hand down to the ground or hovering off of the ground. Maybe you want that half bind. If so, rolling that right shoulder opened. Core engaged. And slowly lifting back up to your warrior two. Nice round of breath here. Pivoting on that back foot Making our way back into our crescent lunge, making any adjustments. And then again, we're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Slowly glide that back foot forward. And see where we can go with warrior 3, on this side. So maybe it's just a little tilt forward, remembering to keep that chest and shoulders open, hips aligned, long from the foot to the crown of the head. Just slowly tilting forward, seeing where you can go, using your breath, finding a focal point, and making adjustments as you go. Being aware of what's going on in the body and adjusting as needed. Couple more rounds of breath here before slowly releasing those interlaced hands, coming into that one-legged mountain. Inhaling here, right leg is lifted, and exhale to slowly release into a forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to tuck and curl, so bending at the knees, coming onto the balls of the feet, bringing the belly towards the thighs. Maybe you want to extend your arms out in front as you tuck your chin towards chest, or maybe you want to wrap your arms around your legs. We'll slowly lower onto our sits bones, and then coming down onto the back. Bringing your feet nice and close to the sits bones, about hip width distance apart. If you're feeling like you would prefer to do wheel over bridge and it's part of your practice, feel free. I will walk us through bridge. So with the feet hip width distance apart, we'll keep both shoulders nice and planted onto the ground. Arms as well. Arms are right beside the body. Inhale, lifting up through the hips and allowing those hips to lift up, feeling the posture change with our breath. And if you want a little bit more, you can bring both shoulders underneath as we interlace the hands under the tailbone. See how that feels. If it doesn't feel good, you can always walk out of it. But breathing here. Two more rounds of breath. Inhaling to fill up. Exhale to let go. If your interlaced hands are under the tailbone, your arm, body, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly lowering back down onto the mat. Option to bring the soles of the feet together, knocking the knees to recline bound angle for a few rounds of breath. Maybe the belly, one to the heart. Couple more rounds of breath like this. We'll slowly bring our arms beside the body, setting up for one more heart opener. I am going to go into more of a restorative modified bridge. So you can either go up for a more active bridge, or if you'd prefer to grab hold of your block, bring it underneath the sacrum tailbone area. So finding that sweet spot where it feels good. Mine's right about the sacrum. And then allowing your relax here, finding the level that feels best for you. So maybe you want to go onto the lower level, but finding that nice spot in the low back. And then just relaxing here for a few breaths. And then from here, if you don't have a block, it's okay, you don't need a block. We're going to lift our legs towards the sky. So whether you're on your block already or if you have one beside you that you can go ahead and bring under your low back, we'll just lift the feet towards the sky. Just allowing the fluid to drain from the feet a bit. We'll be here for like 30 seconds. You don't have to keep the legs active or anything. You can just let them hang out. And when you're ready, you'll slowly begin to release those feet to the ground. You can release the block out from underneath. Bring the feet so they're about mat width distance, knocking the knees in towards each other. Staying here for just a moment to just release the low back a little bit. One deep inhale here, and we'll exhale to rock those knees over to the right. Maybe you want to bring the right foot on top of the left thigh, and maybe you want to bring your gaze over to the left. And slowly lifting back into center. Those knees over to the left on an exhale. Maybe bringing the left foot on top of the right thigh. Maybe gazing over at the right if it feels good. And allow yourself to start to feel kind of relaxed. If you haven't already, closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. You're preparing for our final relaxation posture, so maybe already getting into that mindset just a little bit more. And again, slowly coming back into center, into your final relaxation. So extending your arms out beside you, legs out in front. And maybe it's something completely different, but I encourage you to take up as much space as you'd like. Get comfortable, make any little last adjustments, so you can really feel completely comfortable in whatever final relaxation you choose today. And then maybe you want to just end with one more deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. So we do all of that physical practice so that we can feel comfortable in stillness. So I hope that you're able to stay in this stillness for as long as you have available. And when you're ready to reawaken the body, do it nice and slow. But I will leave you here so that you can take up as much time as you would like. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for sharing this practice.